Greetings luxe lovers, welcome back. Here we believe in intentional luxury and we're not afraid to invest in pieces that will work for us. So if that resonates with you, then please consider subscribing and stay a while. You read that thumbnail right. I literally just got back from my local Hermès boutique after I got a text message last night telling me to come into store. So I'll unbox my fresh from store Quota bag for 2025, and this is my first Quota bag from my local boutique SA since I restarted my journey in the suburbs after years of shopping at Madison Avenue in New York City. So this is a big milestone for so many reasons. I'll most likely do a whole other video talking about the journey, how long, how much spend, etc. But I just can't wait to unbox this for you. So grab that fancy Hermès mug of tea just so you can spit out that tea when you see what I got my hands on. So let's begin. Before I start, for those of you who follow me, you'll know that there's a La Durée right next to my Hermès boutique. So of course I had to go to La Durée this time around. After my purchase, I picked up these coated cookies. These are the langue de chat. I think that just means cat tongue. And these are in the vanilla and caramel. So delicious, and I couldn't resist. All right, so here it is. This box is big. And without further ado, let's just jump right in. Here we are. Here she is. And here it is. I present to you my new Hermès shoulder Birkin 29 in the color gold with gold hardware. Oh my gosh, guys, this is seriously my dream bag. The bag that I have wanted this year. I just had my sights set on her. When I got that call, I knew that there was only one of two bags that was high on my wish list for my local boutique. So I had a 50-50 shot of this being one of them. And it is so amazing. OG viewers will know that I love east-west shapes. Like, I was telling my SA today that I had an east-west bag in the 2000s when I was living in New York City, and it just really brings me back. It's a great shape because it looks small, but it holds a ton. And in fact, earlier this year, I unboxed the Coach Empire east-west bag, and here she is. This is my dream come true. This is actually my first bag in the color gold from Hermès, and this is actually my first Birkin in gold hardware. This is the Evercolor leather. I see a little lumps by the side, but that's okay. I'm totally okay with that. It has feet on the bottom. It has the contrast stitching, which is so beautiful. And so while some of you might be surprised that I went for a neutral bag, I feel like if I'm wearing green all the time, I can't have all my bags be green. I am just in shock. I was so nervous that I wouldn't like the colorway or I wouldn't like something about what she was offering me, but this is just a dream come true. And I feel like while I don't have a Birkin 30, I feel like a Birkin 30 would be double the size and it would almost be too big for my frame. So I'll do mod shots at the end to show you how this is actually a great bag for someone of my height, and I'm super petite. I'm like 5'1". Let's just open her up. Thankfully my SA put the felt back because there's no way I would have known how to do that. I am still in shock. This bag is mine. And here's what comes inside. There's the bags of air. Here's the matching key and clochette. I'm so happy I got gold on gold. So here's what it looks like on the inside. Hopefully the sunshine is coming in, and it has one pocket, kind of like a card size pocket in the back right here. You can't really see it, but it's like around there. Oh, sorry, this is one slip pocket. I would probably never have it all gussied up. So this is what it would look like. And then here you have Hermès Paris, made in France. This is just a stunner. Here it is from the side. And there is so much room. You could probably fit a whole bottle of wine in there. Right now, the sangles are like popping right out. They're fairly stiff, but with time, they'll probably relax for sure. And I just can't wait to wear her. I feel like this would be a great brunch bag or shopping. And while it doesn't fit on my shoulder, like it's tight, but this is also a very thick shirt that I'm wearing. It won't fit on the shoulder necessarily, but I actually like my bags to be in the crook of the arm, even more than hand carry, so that's probably how I'll wear her the most. But this is so beautiful, and I just cannot believe she came to me. I'm told that this is the third shoulder Birkin that they've ever gotten in my local boutique. It's funny, as you all know, I just unboxed a bunch of items after I got back from my family vacation, so maybe I was just top of mind by the time this one came in. It could also just be all about timing. And then I'll quickly unbox this. I did pick it up while I was in store, even though I was just in store a week ago. Even though we've put in so much pre-spend to get to our Quota bags, I do think it is a nice gesture to be able to buy a little something when you're picking up your Quota bag, even though I think the SAs understand that there's like no obligation because you've already spent a lot. But I saw this and I added it right to my basket. And I got this beautiful scarf, and I'll unwrap it for you. It's called Roar, and it's one of the silk cashmere blend scarves, but it's in 100 centimeters, not 140. So here you can see this beautiful roaring lion. This is in a brown maroon colorway. And it is just so cool. But what I liked about this one, I think this is actually a men's scarf because the women's is usually 140. But this is my favorite material of all at Hermès for scarves. And I just felt like if I use this with a scarf ring with the 100 centimeters, it doesn't go ridiculously long. Again, I'm like a short person. When I have my larger shawls, they like go all the way down sometimes to like beyond my hips. But this is a reasonable length. And it doesn't look like this long stole. How beautiful is that? So here are my first mod shots of the bag. Here's how I envision using it mostly, just on the crook of my arm. Here's what it would look like at the side. On my other arm. So as for my final thoughts, I just feel like this bag is an amazing way to start off the fall with these beautiful fall colors. It is a dream come true, and honestly, I don't even expect another Quota bag this year. I am totally at peace with having one Quota bag a year. But more importantly, I'm excited to have reached this milestone with my local SA because I've been shopping with her long enough, and at this point, I've just like lost count of pre-spend. I actually think that at this particular boutique, what actually counts more is that I stopped shopping with the other SA in New York City, and I think they just value loyalty over actual spend, because if you wanted to just add up what I spent with this particular SA, it would have been probably more than 2 to 1. But what I found is that once I stopped having transactions online and at other stores, even if I was just visiting other stores, that like a year's worth of transactions were just with my SA, and so I was basically filtering all my spend with one person. And that really seemed to make the difference. She actually brought up that my other Quota bag was in December, but it was a special order, and that was literally the last time I spent with my New York City SA. So this to me represents a new chapter, and I feel like my relationship is solidified with my new SA. My parting words to you all out there is really just to trust the process. Hermès rewards loyalty and relationships. So thank you to those who've stayed with me to the end. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to hear about when I do an in-depth video about this bag. I welcome you to follow me on Instagram if you'd like to see more of how I style this item in my day-to-day and other luxury moments. If you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to go down the rabbit hole that is my luxury unboxing playlist, and I'll put that link here. Please like it if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!